Hello, today we are looking at the interdependence of the economy. This is the start of a level 1 NCEA economics standard. It is worth 3 credits and we should be able to assess it by the time we get back to school. Alrighty, we're looking at how different groups of the economy work together. We call those sectors. There are 5 sectors that we are looking at the moment. The households, producers, government, financial and overseas. We will go through households and producers today and come back to the others, and once you've got those ones sorted in your minds. Now, we are looking at how resources flow between the different sectors. We have got 2 types of resources that flow. We have got money flows, which is how money moves around the economy, and that's a very important thing to understand, especially at the moment as we come out of lockdown and try to rebuild everything. The other one is the real flows. That is, a real flow is if you go and work at a supermarket, you are giving your labor from a household to a business. We'll come on to that in a minute. So we've got some groups in the economy, starting out with households. Every single one of you are part of a household. It might be that you're a household of 1 if you were a little bit older and living by yourselves, or it might be that you're a family or flatmates or just whatever. You are considered to be the households. This is the people in the economy. We, as people, provide the factors of production. Now, we've just done some work on that, and we provide those to the producer sector in return for money. These are our money flows that we get. So we provide the factors of production. The factors of production are real flows because they are things that we are giving. It might not be something you can see. It might be a brilliant idea that you have turned into a business. That is still a real flow of something from an individual to the general producers, the amount that we produce as an economy. So we've got 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Land is the physical resources that are used in production. Labor is human effort. So this is not the big ideas, this is the grunt. If you are designing a website or building a house or something like that, that is labor. If you are teaching, if you are basically anything that takes your time to produce something, a good or a service, and that is labor. Then we've got capital. These are the resources that we use in production. They're usually defined as man-made or human-made items that are used to make another good or service. So for an example, if you were a home business and you were designing websites, then your computer would be a capital item. And then the last factor of production that we're looking at is entrepreneurship. Now, this is the innovation and the risk taking. They come up with the ideas and turn them into a business. It's one thing to think, oh, yeah, it'd be amazing if we could make an app that people would make people dance and take videos and share around the world. But that would just be an idea. That's not an entrepreneur. But the people who took that idea and turned it into TikTok, they are entrepreneurs. They had the idea and then they took the risk to put in their time, their effort, their money to set it up and turn it into something that other people would actually use, and that's made it an economic venture. That's the difference between an idea and an entrepreneur. Alrighty, so our households, we provide these factors. Who do we give them to? We give them to the producers. So the producers are anyone in the economy that produces a good or service for profit. They make stuff, and they are the ones like we're talking about Copeland's Bakery and McDonald's and basically anything you can think of that makes something and contributes in some way to the economy. We count as a producer. They receive the resources for their production from the households. We do all the things that we've just discussed, our ideas and our labour and capital items through investing money, and then they are dependent for these factors. If there was nobody to work, producers couldn't produce. That's the situation that we have at the moment while everyone's in lockdown. We work for producers in return for money. They give us money in return for us making something that they can then sell back to other households. So we have some flows going on here. People will work for producers in return for money. So that is a money flow from the producers to the households. And then it is a real flow from the households to the producers of that the factors of production. So we'll move on to our model, which will make it a bit better. You're going to see a lot of this little model as we go. Now, I'm sorry, I've just noticed these little red lines here. That's part of the pattern that I use for my PowerPoint, so please ignore that for now. Look at the red flows. These are real flows. We've got our factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. It's coming from our little households and going to the producers. And then we have goods and services, the things that we buy every day. So, well, maybe not every day at the moment while we're in lockdown, but all of those things, the things that we consume, we purchase from the producers. So that's the real flow that comes from the producers to the households. And then we have payments for goods and services. That's a money flow going from the households. Payments for goods and services, a money flow going from the households to the producers, and payments for the factors of production going from the producers to the households. Okay, I hope that helped, and we'll have a chat about it soon. Bye.